What's up mga Noypis? Nagbabalik si Pinoy Super TV Junior para sa isa na namang episode ng Palitan ng Mukha.
Attack the body as soon as he sees fit. You got to give Wade credit for coming in and taking a fight like this though, because he hasn't had a big fight in his career yet. So fighting Triple G is not a big fight. It's the biggest fight he could have in this weight class. And he's doing a good job of attacking right away here off of Triple G's punches.
10 months ago, Wade struggled to get by 41-year-old Australian veteran Sam Solomon. You just saw Golovkin land a left hook to the body. It's one of his more effective shots. Logic says if you struggle with Sam Solomon, who does not have any power, you may be in truly deep against Gennady Golovkin. But of course, styles make fights, and those are two entirely different stylistic enterprises.
Yeah, they are, but you are in deep fighting Triple G anyway. The only problem I see here for a person like Dominique is that he's not really quick enough to surprise Triple G. You're not quick enough to bring him a surprise. It's a good body shot, though. If you're not quick enough to bring him a real surprise, then it's going to be really tough for you to upset him.
Golovkin didn't seem to believe he needed to know much specific about Wade. Acknowledged that he only looked at a few minutes of tape. Relies on Abel Sanchez to provide whatever scouting report he thinks is necessary going into the fight. Golovkin says that the jab fest against David Lemieux in his last fight, when he threw nearly 50 jabs in round one and instantly made it a tactical fight rather than the war a lot of people expected, he says that was a decision that was made on the fly. It was not something they planned in advance. He just walked in round one, started landing jabs, and thought, I'll stick with this.
Yeah, good fighters come in and see what worked in that first round, Jim, and whatever works is what they take. I mean, if you're smart, you take what the opponent gives you.
Dominic Wade's a nice young fighter in his prime, undefeated. He can handle himself, but so far he hasn't shown Triple G anything to worry about.
No, he doesn't have enough power to really cause him any concern, and that's not good for him.
Two and a half minutes in. Golovkin dominating contact, landing, as you can see, 3 times as many punches as Wade by CompuBox count in the round. Hasn't landed anything really dramatically big. Now he does. That was big enough.
Yes, it was. Big enough to end the fight, as a matter of fact.
Not enough time in this round.
Walk to me. Give me your gloves.
So one knockdown on a right hand over the top, but Wade makes it out of round one.
Hey, listen, you got to don't stay in front of. Jab him and keep turning. Jab and keep turning. Don't stay in front of. All right? Beautiful work, though. And Don, slam the right hand down the middle. No reaching. You good? You learn another sip?
Pretty loud in here, so tell me when you talk to me, talk pretty loud, okay? It's loud.
All right, man. Stay on that jab, double jab.
Here you see Triple G in close, but Dominique is trying to hold him, and this is why he tried to hold him, because he didn't want to catch his overhand right to the back of the head. That shot causes all types of damage. You can't really see it coming. Hits your neck in a very unorthodox way that causes you to just lose equilibrium, and down he goes.
That's the second time in Wade's career that he's been down. Both knockdowns occurred in the first round. We'll see if he can get his bearings. Last time it happened, he got his bearings and came back and won the fight.
Shot behind the ear like that is a quasi-rabbit punch, but the way Dominic Wade was turning away, he's presenting that as the target.
Golovkin seemed to hurt him with another right hand, but this time Wade stayed up.
Yeah, he hurt him again with that same right hand, Jim. And now he knows it's just a matter of time before he catches him and finishes it.
Oh. Crowd oohs and ahs at the right-hand body shot.
Good body shot by Triple G.
His body shots are sturdy.
And a lot like Chocolatito, Jim, when they realize a guy can't hurt him, he has a relentless attack, and that in itself is a weapon that they use on the opponents to weaken him. Good body shot again.
Stop. Nobody punch. Step out. Step out.
Wade looked a little stiff-legged as he backed up after that body shot. Golovkin missing with the right hand. That might have finished it if he had landed it.
And now Gennady seems to go into that thing, Roy, where...
This is the Willie Monroe thing.
Yeah, he kind of lets the guy hit him a little bit.
Show him that he can't hurt him, and that he disregards anything to do with punching power when it comes to the opponent.
Got to be careful doing that sort of thing, though, because a 160-pound fighter who can crack a little bit is dangerous.
Yeah, but he's already felt the power of this guy, Dominique Wade, and he's not no kind of way intimidated by his punching power. Or
one thing we saw against Lemieux, Golovkin has tremendous belief in his chin.
Yes,
he knows he's going to get painted every once in a while because he's a pressure fighter. And down goes Wade for the second time.
I don't think he'll make it back out.
Again on the right hand. Doesn't look eager to get it.
Nope.
8, 9. Do you want to continue? Look at me. Do you want to continue? Yes?
No, this fight is
Say it
over.
again. Say it again. Give me gloves. You better protect yourself.
You better protect yourself.
I know that he can. Good hook,
Some of his best shots now, Roy.
Yeah, that's a good hook that he threw.
It was the Golovkin left hand, and now it's the right hand.
Same punch.
And let's see if Jack Reese is even going to consider allowing
6,
Wade to continue
7.
after the third
8,
knockout of the fight.
9, 10.
And that's it. Less than 2 rounds, a series of right hands, and that was it.
The first knockdown was a left hand. The right hand actually hit his shoulder, I believe. It was the left that did the damage, but we'll see on replay. The right hand finished it, but I think Wade was already a finished fighter when he got up. It's not just that Golovkin knocks people out.
So do number 1 and number 2 now reverse?
Well, you could argue, but it's the way he knocks people out. These iconic knockouts, these indelible images of violence.
He's amazing. I mean, it's hard to figure out exactly how much credit you give Golovkin for something that was such an obvious mismatch.
Yeah, it's hard to give him a whole lot of credit for that. But, Jim, it's like, I love seeing fights, but I want to see competitive fights as well. And I know that there's a guy, and I'm not trying to be a promoter, but there's a guy by the name of Morgan Fitch down in the Pittsburgh area that would definitely be a good fight for Gennady Golovkin.
Nobody knows Morgan.
Well, they need to find out who he is because he needs competition on our network so that we can enjoy him even more.
Hey, listen, if there's somebody good who's willing to get in with him, let's find out who he is. Because there's a lot of expectation at this point that the Canelo-Alvarez fight, if it's going to happen, won't happen until next May, not this September. And some very credible people in the sport, like Teddy Atlas, say very openly that Canelo is never going to fight Gennady Golovkin.
And I agree, but when you got an opportunity to fight, well, let's look at this first. Here you see the first knockdown, a jab on the chin, as Max talked about, a left uppercut, then followed by an overhand right to the shoulder, and the shoulder punch took him down.
O mga Noypis! Ano masasabi nyo sa labang ito? Post your comments below, like and share this video, at huwag kalimutan mag-subscribe at i-click na rin notification bell at piliin ang all para lagi kang updated sa ating mga bagong uploads. Maraming salamat sa suporta! Peace!